Hey everyone, this is day one of my countdown to the Lititz Craft Fair on August 8th. I'm painting 100 watercolors for my very own driveway show. Yes, it's called the Driveway Show. In this video, I'm going to show you a little walking tour of my hometown Lititz as I start looking for places to paint. I found an alleyway already that's right near my house, and you're going to see that painting at the very end of this video. So check it out. Come on, let's go. Hey, how's everyone doing? My name's Kurt. I'm a dad who draws, and I'm also a dad who paints. In fact, that's why I'm filming this video, as I have finished up my rounds of driving a bus, and it's the summertime, and I've got a great thing I'm starting to work toward. This August, on August 8th, it's the Lititz Craft Fair. It's one of the largest craft fairs here in Pennsylvania. It's right here in my hometown, Lititz. I'm gonna have an art show right in my driveway. In fact, it's gonna be called the Driveway Show. My goal between now and August 8th is to paint 100 watercolors. That's the plan. Now you're gonna be with me every step of the way. I'm going to be trying to paint at least 1 or 2 watercolors every single day between now and then. We'll see how it goes. Let's go see my town of Lititz. Let me show you one other thing. This is a view of a painting. I'm in the middle of painting right now. I was out walking with my wife yesterday, and the sun was just right shining down in this alleyway. It turned out to be a great composition. I'll show you that painting at the end of this video, so hang in there. So this little brick building that you see in the distance here, that's actually called Woodstream. Believe it or not, they make mouse traps there. In fact, I bet you if you go to your local hardware store and find that traditional wooden mouse trap, if you look at the bottom of it, it will say Lititz, Pennsylvania. So this factory is just right down the street from me. My aim here in this is to try and get out and do plein air painting. I was hoping to do it every morning, but that may not be possible. So what I am going to do is make sure that when I go on my walks, I'll take some photos of things that I think will make a great painting, and then I'll do it back in my studio. This back alleyway, this will lead all the way to a park here in town called the Lititz Springs Park. It's a natural occurring springs that feeds our local little stream called Lititz Run. We'll head on down here for a little bit. We'll take some pictures once I get to the park. So this is continuing down the alleyway here. But what's great, let me turn this around and show you. Right off here to my right is Lititz Springs Run. Yeah, so that's the alleyway from behind me. And then what parallels this is a little stream that connects to the spring in Lititz Springs Park. Let me show it to you. My aim is to come down here in the morning, right at sunrise, and do some painting. The Moravian Church was the central point of the town when it was founded. And the church is in the middle of the town, and they chime their bells on every hour. It's great. You can actually hear it from the studio when I'm working. So I do enjoy that. But let's continue our walk here. I'll get you down to the spring to show you what that's like. All right, so we come to the end of our residential area. And right in front of me in the alley here is we're going to head into more of the business area of the town. There's shops along the main highway and along the main street, and then of course this is the back alley so we can avoid the street, but we'll take you out there on another day. But for right now, let's continue our walk. Let me show you what we're heading into. So this building on the far right, I think was a corporate office for a bank at one time. And then off to the left here, you're going to find all of the small little boutique shops here in town, from candy shops, ice cream, pizza parlors, restaurants, clothing shops, all kinds of great stuff. Oh my goodness, ouch. Look at my problem I have now. I have this cheap pair of shoes, and I've got this terrible blister that's starting to real bug me. So it looks like I'm going to barefoot it the rest of the way home. It's pretty smooth ground, so I should be okay. This is the height of a little hill. It's not even a hill. It comes up here to the peak. And then looking down there in the distance, you can see Lititz Springs Park. So let's go see the ducks. And let me show you the great, famous Lititz Springs. Right now, I'm currently walking barefoot. One thing you didn't know about the Amish, because I live here in Pennsylvania where all the Amish are, a lot of them are, is a lot of times they go around barefoot. But you know me, I never walk around barefoot. So my bottom of my feet are pretty tender, but I have no choice. I'd rather walk around barefoot with little bits of pain instead of this heel, this blister I got that's killing me. All right, let's keep going. All right, so here we are. We are here at Lititz Springs Park. Let me show you what we got. Main fountain up front, but it's all fed by this great spring that's at the back end of the park. So let's go check it out together. Yeah, so this is the very beginning of Lititz Springs Run. I believe this little trickle here, this little stream, it runs all year round and it's fed by our main spring that's in the back of this park. This will go all the way to either the Chesapeake Bay or out to Philadelphia, Philadelphia is about a 2-hour drive from here. Yep, it starts its long journey to the ocean right here in Lititz, Pennsylvania. And that's where it all begins. This is where the spring starts. Let me come over here and show you where the bubbling springs comes right out of the ground. Originally, I'm born and raised in California, so this idea of springs, water coming out of the ground, is very foreign to me. But let me show you what it is. So if you come up in the back here, it's all walled around here. And when it rains, oh my gosh, when we get a ton of rain back here, boy, it is really going crazy. But this is where it all comes out, right there. And then it heads off in this nice journey straight down through the park. Nothing is stopping it. There's also a couple areas here that it also gets fed right behind that grate there and over here as well. It's a great point to walk from our house here and back to the house because it's about a mile. I think it's a mile and a half or it's a mile. So it makes for a great evening walk, which I hardly do, but I'm trying to put that into my summer goals of walking this every single day. We'll see how we do. All right, now let's head on back to the studio and I will show you my painting and what I'm working on. So here we are, I've made it almost all the way home. Still have about maybe a quarter of a mile to go, but this is the main street here in Lititz. And this is where the craft show will happen. This will be filled up with hundreds upon hundreds, possibly even thousands of people. All of these booths will be lined up right along the street here. It's all I think it's the second Saturday of August 8th. And then there'll be little old me up there around the corner on Locust Street having the one-man show. So make sure you mark that on your calendar. And boy, it'd be a lot of fun to have you come down and visit and see what I got going. All right, let's keep going here. Let's keep going and get back to the studio.